Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another round of Sports Bytes MMA Talk. For tonight, we have a decorated fighter from Lebanon who is part of Fortis MMA. He has had his share of adversity and we would love to hear his story. But before we get to him, allow me to call on my lovely co-host and a pro boxer herself, Ms. Rica Aquino.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Brian. Great
Eh,
day.
Yep, Rica, you were tailored for this show. That's why I want you to be here. Okay, so
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'm excited to get to know our guest today because I've seen some of his fights and he was really a firecracker out there in the cage. So it's exciting. It's an exciting episode.
and I really love what I've been reading. I really love the story of our guest. Well, let's call on
Yeah.
our guest. Our guest for tonight is no other than Brave Combat Federation champion, Mr. Mohammed Fakhreddine.
Hello guys, how you doing? Hope all is good.
Hey Mo, thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for granting this interview with
Thank you
us.
for having me on your show, bro. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. So before we start, we get to it. How are things with you? We've been reading a lot about your fights, but on your end, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. Today is my birthday, so I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
relaxing and enjoying myself.
Oh, I forgot.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Is that the reason why you chose this date?
Oh yeah. Well, it's my day off, and
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
doing anything, so I'm just relaxing, and yeah, I get to do like 3 or 4 interviews today.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That's why I was verifying. Is it this true that it's really Mo's birthday today? And how come he's doing an interview?
Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's an honor for us. I mean, you'd be here even if it's
Thank
your
you for
birthday.
sharing your day
Yeah,
with us.
you shared your
Thank
day with
you.
us, bro. All right. Sorry to cut you off. All right. Mo, you were saying how are other things doing
Yeah.
with you?
Everything is good. Training camp has been good. Today is my day off. I'm just chilling since it's my birthday. So I get to relax a little bit, have some fun today. And tomorrow we'll be back in the gym and finishing the camp this week.
Wow. That's exciting. That's exciting. The
Yeah.
last week of your camp, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is the final week. Now,
Mhm.
after that, we'll get to relax and just enjoy myself and relax my body and get mentally ready and physically, whatever I need to work on. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready for war.
Oh.
Wow. Do you have a birthday cake that you will eat today, even if you're on your final week of camp?
No. Even though I'm not cutting weight,
Aw.
but I'm staying away from artificial sugars. So I'm going to be good.
Okay. The cake's gonna come after the fight.
Exactly. After the fight, I'll eat all the cake that I want to.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. Well, one is we all know your story about this. Your house getting fire. I know, catching fire and everything. And can you tell us more about what happened during that time?
Well, what happened? It was Ramadan last year, and went to sleep around like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then at 6 woke up. The whole house was on fire. We were lucky that we got out alive. Me and my family. I was able to get out the kids safely, and then I was able to get my wife out safely. But the whole house was destroyed during that, like in that fire. Thank God. All I can say is thank God that I'm here today and I'm alive, and thank God for giving me the opportunity to make history and put my name on the map and put Lebanon on the map.
And I believe that was the time you were about to get the middleweight belt. Am I right?
Yeah. I got the middleweight title after that fire
Oh,
happened. Yeah. I was getting ready for the fight, and then that happened, and then I was focusing on the fight. I wasn't worried about the house at all. My mindset was on one goal only, getting that belt and becoming a world champion. I achieved that, and then after that, I saw Saeed Malim fighting Ukrainian dude, and he knocked him out. I looked at the fighter and I saw stylistically, it's a perfect fight for me. It's a perfect matchup. I called him out, and Brave made that happen for the belt. So thank you, Brave, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity. And I'm not gonna miss the chance on becoming the first double champion, Brave.
Yeah, well, that's another plus for you. I mean, you're the go right now, right? You're gonna be the
Yes,
first to do that.
yes, exactly. And I'll be the first and Brave to win fights at 4 different weight classes.
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
Wow.
Rick, I think you can ask your things here. You have a lot of things in common with the Mo.
Yeah, so you just mentioned that you competed in 4 weight classes. So how was that like for you? Like moving, I read that you even competed for heavyweight, right?
Yes, I did compete in a heavyweight tournament. There was 2 fights in one night.
Mhm.
I won the first fight, but unfortunately, I ended up injuring myself. I broke my hand, I broke my foot, and tore my ACL and MCL during that fight. So walking into the second fight, I wasn't even 5% of myself. I lost. It is what it is. I got the after that I got the chance to fight for the belt, and I jumped on it. I got the opportunity. I won that belt, and now I'm getting another opportunity to win another belt.
Yes, you already have, of course, the middleweight belt, right? And now
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are, now
Going for
you
the light
are
heavyweight.
for the light heavyweight. So having all these weight classes that you competed for, was it worth it to actually just cut weight and then bulk up? And then what was that experience like? Competing with different kinds
Well, the
of
thing is, I started my career at middleweight, but then after that, I was a small middleweight. So I thought I would cut to welterweight. It would be easier. At first, I was still younger, so it was easier for me to make weight. I was making weight fine. I didn't have to cut a lot of weight. But then getting older with age, my body changed. I started gaining a lot of weight. And I lost a couple of fights at welterweight because of my weight cut. So I jumped back up to middleweight, and I won my fight. But I won the middleweight debut in Brave. After that, I got the chance to fight at the open weight tournament. Actually, I only weighed 210 in that fight. I was only 96 kilos. So I didn't put on a lot of weight because my body wasn't like I was training good, so my body wouldn't gain a lot of weight. And then after that, I did cut down to middleweight, which it was worth it. And now I'm going up. I'm just fighting at light heavyweight. I don't really have to cut a lot of weight. I'm probably gonna cut only 2 kilos, and I feel strong. I feel ready. Mentally, I'm there. Physically, I'm there. All I need to do is just walk up to that fight and get what's mine.
you know what, Brian, Mo, even if he moves weight classes, one thing he doesn't lose is power. I've seen how you let your hands go.
Yeah,
Oh,
luckily I'm naturally heavy-handed, so it's always been there since I was a little kid. And even my son even my son got heavy hands. Like when he punches me, I feel his punches. I'm like,
Wow.
yo, bro, you need to calm down on your old man, because you can't be punching me like that for too long, bro.
Wow, that's amazing. That's interesting because I also read that your father and your uncles were fighters too, right?
Yes, ma'am. They used to box. My dad was a national champion in boxing. My uncle was a national champion in boxing. So I think it's in my genes. I think it's in my blood.
It is. It runs in the family.
Yes, it does indeed.
Yes. Okay, Brian.
well, seeing that um, this passion for mixed martial arts has been going on in your family. I mean, when did you discover it in yourself? When did you get that calling that I should take this seriously?
Well, the thing is, I used to fight on the street a lot. I used to get in trouble way too much, and then I always wanted to box, but I was always lazy, and I always tried to go to a boxing gym and sign up. But then 2010, I started taking my little brothers to a boxing gym, and I got invited to try a class. and I did, and fell in love with it. I had my first amateur boxing bout 2 weeks after I started training. Of course, I lost, but I came back. I started training right for 6 months, and then my comeback was a 5 second knockout, and I fell in love with the sport. I knew if I put the right time and the right training and the right mindset into it, I can achieve and become whatever I wanted to.
And wow, your first fight after your second fight after your first fight was a 5 second knockout.
Yes, it's on YouTube actually.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
gosh, 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Five
That
seconds.
speechless, right?
Me too.
Mhm. Yeah, but what's interesting about your story actually was that you had to rebuild your life a couple of times. Can you tell us about that? The time after the fire, how was life like after that? You had to rebuild and build from nothing.
It was really hard because I was sleeping in like two or three, four different houses. I was sleeping on my in-laws. I was sleeping on my sisters. I was sleeping on my brother. I was jumping back and forth everywhere. My family was with my in-laws, but I was just jumping because we couldn't all stay in one place. It was really hard, and but that kind of got me in the right mindset, and it made me want to win that belt more, especially with the things how things was going in Lebanon, and the explosion, and all that. It just got me into a mindset where I felt like nothing can beat me, nothing can stop me. It's just me against the world, and I felt like if I just keep my mindset the way it was, I can become and win whatever I wanted to. And thank God I walked into that fight. I was 100% focused. I was 100% ready. My mindset was just going for the win, and I had no doubt in my mind that I was gonna, like, not even a split second, that not even a doubt that I was gonna lose that fight. And it's the same mindset for this fight as well. I'm going in there with a mindset that I'm going in there to become the first double champ, the first guy to win fights in four different weight classes, the first guy to become double champion in two organizations. um, I feel like nothing can stop me right now.
You know, it's amazing, Brian. Not only are most hands strong, but also his mental,
Yeah,
your mental, your mental toughness
yeah.
is really something else. Because being in a crisis while you're fighting, that could affect an ordinary person, but someone like you, wow.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I honestly believe, like, like if you just focus on one thing and you just forget about everything else, everything is possible. Even though, like, even right now, it's hard for electricity. We barely have any power. Gas station, you have to wait on the gas station a couple hours to get the gas. If you go to the pharmacy, you can't find all the medicine you want. Life is really hard right now here, but I'm focusing on one goal, and that goal is to get the belt. And my mindset is, I'm like a robot is set to do one thing and one thing only. And this is all I think about. This is all I want, and this is all I'm going for.
actually wanted to ask Mo. Given all these adversities you've gone through, did this help strengthen you more? I mean, help build you, evolve you
In a
more.
way, yes, it does. In a way, it does. Feeling everything here, knowing how hard life is here, and I don't think any fight can be tougher than the life that we're living right now in every single day. This is the way we're living. It's not, we fighting every day. It's not like we living in a place that we're living comfortable and we have everything we want. Um, so it's the mindset and the life we're living here that kind of plays a big role in my mental game. I'm living a life, a very hard life, And I honestly don't think any fight that's going to be harder than the life we're living right now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, speaking of fights, you established yourself as one of the pioneers for Brave Combat Federation, right? So,
Yes.
I mean, I'm just curious. Compared to other promotions, what makes it different? What makes it stand out?
Oh, who, me or Brave?
The Brave.
Oh, well, I've fought in like four different organizations, and by
Mhm.
far, Brave has been the most professional, the most caring about fighters. They take care of their guys. They know how to set them on the right path. They give them the right platform. The level of competition is a completely different level. Um, and I love everybody. It's like a family organization. It's not just like an organization that they bring guys in just to fight and leave. They know how to take care of their guys, and they know how to keep them in the right mindset.
So before I turn you over to Rica, there's a question here from Nisi Casiano. Are you open to vying for the Super Welterweight Championship in Brave CF? Especially that division is turning to be a Shark Tank.
I honestly don't know if I can make super welterweight anymore.
Mhm.
And the champion right now at super welterweight is a friend of mine, so I don't think I won that fight. If he loses, for God bid, if he does lose that belt, and I might try to cut down to super welterweight, see how I feel before I ask for the fight. But for now, it's not on my mind. I'm not even thinking about it.
It's all about the light heavyweight for you right now.
Yes, for now, I'm only focusing on one goal. It's that light heavyweight strap.
Rika?
Yes. So you're laser sharp on your goal to get that light heavyweight belt.
Yes.
What do you think would if you become a two division world champion? What message does that give to the world about you, about where you came from, about your history, about your overall? I don't know what message does this give to the world?
It's more of a message to my friends and my country, and that even though we're living in a very hard life, we could still do whatever we want. Even though we're living in a poor country and we don't have the right facilities, we don't have the right coaching staff. If we put our hands in each other, and we help each other in training, and we help each other elevate each other's game, everything is possible. If we can do whatever we want to. My message is for the amateurs more than the pros. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do uh, because what you want, because everything is possible as long as you put the right mindset in your head and you set your goals. You can become whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Mhm. Speaking of, you said giving message to the amateur fighters, especially the ones in Lebanon. What are some of the hurdles you think Lebanese fighters have to go through just to become a professional fighter like you?
It's really hard, especially right now with our passport. We can't even go anywhere. It's hard to get a visa. It's hard to travel. So the complications we go through. It's a lot, and all I can say, just keep trying, bro. Just keep trying and keep pushing, and don't forget what your goal is. Just keep your mindset right, and you can do whatever you want.
Very inspiring.
Thank you.
Yes, Ryan.
Okay. Um, okay, so you basically put Lebanese mixed martial arts on the map. I mean, do you see anything missing from what you've already been accomplished? Or do you see anything that can be improved by others who might want to follow your footsteps?
Yeah, of course. If we get the right coach in here, we can become way much better than we are right now. I know we elevating each other's game and we helping each other, but you always need the right coaching to a high level coaching that's gonna push you to a different level, and we're missing that here. But for now, we're doing good. But in the near future, I think we will start bringing more coaching staff from outside, and like in the near future, you guys gonna see a lot of Lebanese fighters on a top level.
So,
Wow.
okay, I wanna dig into your upcoming fight with Mohammed Saeed Maalem. Okay, this is a guy who has been rising, but how have you noticed about this upcoming opponent that you should be prepared for?
What do I know about him?
Mhm.
He's a jackass. The guy was the guy was trying to play it respectful, and
Mhm.
I had nothing but respect to him. And then I fell ill, and I couldn't fight him. Then he
Yeah.
came out before the fight. He was being respectful. He was being quiet. He wasn't saying anything bad. And after I fell ill and I couldn't fight, um, I don't know what happened to him. I think his true color came out, and he showed his true color. He's a jackass. He's disrespectful, and I hate that guy. August 1st, coming August 1st, I'm coming to put him to sleep. I'm coming to put him on check, on reality check, and he needs to know that everything he says, he will pay for.
What do you go? I'm still okay. So you that fight was canceled, all right? Okay, so does this in any way ruin your momentum or conditioning or whatever your approaches for this coming fight?
No, 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 not at all. It only made me focus and more on what I wanted it, and
Mm-hmm.
it only made me angrier, and
Mm-hmm.
it made me want to hurt him in a
Okay.
worst case scenario.
Right. Rika?
Yeah, speaking of hurting him, what coming into this fight, what are you preparing for? What kind of an opponent are you preparing for? What are you working on?
I know he's heavy-handed, and I know his wrestling is that's his bread and butter. So I've been working a lot of my takedown defense, and I've been working on my boxing a lot. So I don't see him having a chance, any chance, unless if he gets a lucky punch. And but I don't see that landing. He's way too slow for me. I'm way faster than he is. So he's gonna be in for a long night, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Wow. So I'm assuming Mo that after that outburst from him is giving you added motivation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Fuel to the fire,
Yeah.
actually, right?
Actually, yeah. I was with that.
Yeah.
Eh, Okay, there's another question here from Nisi. With all the good things you said about Brave, do you see yourself ending your career with Brave CF?
Oh yes, definitely, without a doubt, definitely. I've been with Brave since 2016. They've been taking really good care of me, and they've been giving me opportunities that I know I deserve, and they know that I deserve. And I don't see a reason why I should leave. So yeah, I see myself with them for a little while, maybe till I retire, because I'm not young. I'm not getting any younger. I just turned 38 today,
Oh,
so yeah, I probably still got a few years, maybe 2 3 years to go, and after that I'll be done.
Um, Mo and I have something in common. We're both the same age.
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your
So,
birthday?
March 1,
Okay. All right. All
82.
right.
Yeah, and
Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Way happy
thank
early
you.
birthday.
But definitely I can relate to that, feeling like you're not too old, but then not too young to fight, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you feel but then I'm guessing your mind is still in the game. You're still very much
My
like
mind is still young, but the
Mhm.
injuries and all that is adding up, and I'm kind of starting to feel it in my body a
Mhm.
little bit. So I think it depends on how I take care of my body. It's depends on how long I'll last in this game.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, Mo, what did you think about? We've had some fights recently with horrendous injuries like Connor's leg and Chris Weidman's leg. What did you think about those injuries?
They're nasty and they never pleasurable. Any kind of injury, it's always painful and it's always a shame that what kind of the pushback, the time that puts the fighters in, the mindsets that puts him in, the kind of worries that he gets
Mhm.
into, all that is really stressful on the mind and the body. But I think it's also depends on the way of you think of it. I think if you think of it that's only just a minor injury, and if you think that you're so young and you still feel young, your body kind of reacts to it way better than it does when you're negative. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think if you're staying positive, it will be a lot better.
Mhm. A lot better. But do you think a fighter is ever the same after a major injury?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Whatever injuries you get, even if you break a nail, it's never gonna be the same. So you can only imagine if you break a bone or if you tore a muscle or a ligament or whatever it is. You're never
Mhm.
gonna be the same. You can compromise and you could try to work your way around injuries, but you will never be the same.
And as for you, what was the worst injury that you had to deal with, and how did you bounce back from that?
I think having to do my ACL and MCL twice in the same leg.
Wow.
Especially that it was like one that happened during the fight and one that happened 1 week before the fight. I think those were the worst two injuries. It put me in the worst mind scenario, and it was awful because like during the fight, what I felt in my legs weren't there. I felt like I had no leg. I was fighting on one leg, and when I had to pull out 1 week before the fight, it was brave one. I was supposed to be the main event. It was supposed to be the biggest show on the biggest platform, and then that happens, and it just broke my heart. I didn't want to pull out, but doctor said I can't fight. No way I can fight. So I had to pull out, and that kind of destroyed me a little bit. But at the same time, it gave me a push to when I come back. I know I'm gonna be 80%, 90%, but I know I'm gonna be pushing. And the result came out in Brave 4 when I fought Vinicius Cruz, and I ended up destroying him within 2 rounds. And he was well known to be one of Anderson Silva's main sparring partners.
Wow. It seems like you get stronger every after adversity. No, seems
Yeah,
like that's the trend.
I put myself I just put my mind into a different zone. I go into different places, thinking about what if, and I just find myself thinking about one thing only, and I find myself thinking about the fight and the next opponent, and about my kids and what kind of motivation they give me, and this is the way I get through.
Interesting. Yeah. Um, do you imagine your kids being fighters as well? Is that something that you would agree to
I would definitely
eventually?
support that if they want to become fighters. I would definitely support that, and I'll be their first fan, and I'll be their number one fan and number one supporter without a doubt.
Hmm. Good.
Yeah.
Because you said your son has heavy hands as early as now.
Just throwing caution to the wind. That's all he has to
Yeah,
Yeah.
do.
sometimes I think he's about to give me a concussion or something. I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. You can't be hitting your old man like that no more.
Thank you, Mom. Brian?
Yeah, well, I wanted to chime in on that McGregor injury. Does that mean that Connor has low chance of returning ever back to himself?
Conor hasn't been the same
Mm-hmm.
since he fought Floyd. I think him making way too much money was his offside. He's just he was never the same after that fight, and I mean you could tell from the results. He won what, 1 out of 6 or 2 out of 6. Yeah, so I think him making too much money was like at first he was hungry. He was really hungry, and I feel like in his mind he's still hungry, but his heart don't want it no more.
It's all about the money. Some, right
I
now.
think it's the money. I mean, having way too much money, being comfortable, not needing that, it kind of puts you in a different mindset for the fights.
So does this mean that what Jake Paul? I guess you know Jake Paul, the YouTuber, right? He said
Yeah.
recently that he doesn't want to fight Conor McGregor anymore because he's a loser, or and because of that he has lost several of his fights, his last 6 fights.
Jake Paul is nobody. Jake Paul
Mm-hmm.
is a YouTuber
Mm-hmm.
who's trying to fight everybody, and he's trying to make a name to himself. But when it comes to reality, that those Jake and Paul are they're not fighters. They're not real fighters. They only doing it for the money, and they're doing it for the fame. But they will never be real fighters.
Here's an interesting question for you, because Jake Paul has been challenging MMA fighters who don't know that much about boxing, but you are a boxer. What if?
I would knock both of them in the same night. I will fight Jake and Paul in the same night and knock them both out.
That will be a good event, right?
Yeah, I mean, we rarely hear about MMA fighters who are good at boxing, but we have here Mo, who's really into boxing,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, I do have a really good boxing, and I have
You see,
I have 17 amateur bouts in boxing. I think I have over 40 fights after all, so I got a pretty good experience.
Mhm.
And seeing Jake and Paul fights, they don't know what they're doing really. I mean, look at the guys they fought. They fought an NBA guy. They fought a wrestler. They fought now I think Jake is gonna fight
Tyron
Tyrone
He
Woodley,
would.
Woodley.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley.
But Tyrone is not a boxer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's heavy-handed, yes, but he's not a boxer. He's a wrestler, so
Mhm.
it's going to be completely different. I still think Tyrone is going to knock him out, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be fight. It's not going to be the same as fighting a guy that has a boxing background and knows what the hell he's doing.
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah, it's a totally different game,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
Boxing.
without a doubt.
Mhm. You don't just come in there and punch.
No,
Oh
There's
yeah,
it's more
yeah,
to it.
exactly.
there's a lot more into it.
Mhm. Yeah. But aside from being a boxer, I read somewhere that you also fell in love with BJJ.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am a brown belt in BJJ.
Yeah. Can you tell us about that moment when you first felt like, wow, this is something I really love doing?
I actually started doing BJJ back in 2012 when I was in the States. I was
Mhm.
training at Atos with Andre Galvao, and
Mhm.
it's a different
Amazing.
sport. It's amazing. I love it, but I just don't like going to the ground and going for submissions. I like to hurt people. I like to punch people in the face.
Mhm.
And even though when we go to the ground, I never go for submissions. I don't like going for submissions. I like to hurt people. I like to hear them nag and in pain.
So not the gentle art for you. Not
No, 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 no.
violence. Violence is
It violence is
your
my game. I
aesthetic.
love
Yeah.
violence.
Wow, wow, wow. And well, it's evident in your fights. Actually, you want to get in front of your opponent. And you're always coming forward. Was this the kind of style that you imagined yourself having when you were starting out, or was it something that you developed along the way?
No, no, no. Since I started, I've always been like that. Since I started boxing, even my first sparring session, Coach Ernest Johnson is the guy that I used to work with back in San Diego. used to tell me that I need to calm down and move a little bit more and start thinking smarter and all that. But I always wanted to stand and bang with everybody, even though if they were heavyweights and or whatnot. It didn't matter for the weight class for me. I just wanted to stand up and bang with everybody.
Did it give you a hard time finding sparring partners, knowing that they would get hurt eventually?
Sometimes it did. Sometimes it did. But for now, I am training smarter. We going easy in sparring. So I can keep my sparring partners. Since I got older, I know how the game works, and I know how you need to take care of your sparring partners.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the fight, a fight is a fight, and I like to hurt people when I'm fighting.
Yes, thank you, Brian.
Okay, you want to hurt? Okay, I'm getting scared here. Anyway,
I am pretty gentle. It's just in the cage. It's a different personality that comes out.
yeah. Well, so well, since we're talking about boxing, I mean, I'd like to get your take Mo here. How does age factor in when you're boxing professionally?
The older you get, the definitely the slower you get. Your timing is not going to be the same. Your reflexes won't be the same. But I think you could use your experience, yeah, to compromise with all of that. Um, yeah, definitely experience over speed and power.
Okay, so what can you say about Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao is a different animal. I love that guy. I am probably his number
Really?
one fan.
Wow.
I've been watching him since I was a kid, and I love watching him fight. That guy, I don't know how old he is. He's like
42.
in his 40s, but he hasn't lost speed. He hasn't lost power. He hasn't lost his reflexes. I don't know what kind of life he's living, but I hope that I'll be the same at his age.
Yeah. So what's your take when he faces Errol Spence in August?
It's gonna be a tough fight, but I'm going with Pacquiao all the way.
Really? Knockout
Yeah.
decision?
I think it's gonna be a decision.
Okay.
Wow.
Because we've been asking our guests, I mean, Rica has been seeing it. I've been asking Manny Pacquiao questions because he's 42 and some people are saying it might be his last fight. Although recently he said that it might not be his last fight. What's your take on that, Mo? I mean, do you think that he should still fight on?
Um, from what I've been watching, Manny, I don't think that's gonna be his last fight. Manny is a warrior. Manny is a beast, and wanna lose this fight. Even though I don't think he's gonna lose this fight. I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna fight maybe two or three more.
Or three more? Well, yeah. Or as long as he can handle it, right?
I mean, if you look at Bernard Hopkins
Mm.
was fighting when he was 46. He won the WBC belt,
Yeah.
and Manny is way better than that. It's his reflexes, his speed, his power. It's there. It's just he's way better than Bernard, and I still see him going for a few more years.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so too. I
Well,
mean,
that
if you're a boxer, it's something you can't easily shake out of your body, right?
yeah, that's
Exactly,
true.
exactly.
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
that's if he doesn't run for the presidency. There's that talk
And
here
he's
right
not
now.
fighting any guys. He's fighting like top competition as
Yeah.
well.
Exactly.
He's not protecting himself like Floyd did. He's not picking fights. He's going after the younger guys. He's going after champions. He's going after the toughest guys out there. And I got a mad respect for Manny. Manny is the man.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Speaking.
may go ahead,
No, go
please.
ahead. No, it's okay.
Just a follow up because Mo mentioned his name, Floyd Mayweather. What's your take on that guy?
Can't really say much. He is the greatest boxer of all time, I think. But he picked and chose his fights.
Mm.
in the past 10 years or so. He fought Manny when Manny was hurt, when Manny got older. He wouldn't fight Manny at his prime. I think he lost to Maidana the first fight.
Mhm.
Even though he won the fight, I think Maidana got robbed in that fight. And I think Floyd knew how to pick his fights, and he's more of a businessman. Even he said it himself. Why get hurt when you can make all the money you want and without getting hit? And just hit and don't get hit. This is Floyd's mentality, and I personally don't relate to it because I love to fight and I love to bang. And if I don't get hit in a fight, I feel like I'm not in a fight. And I respect Manny for that reason because he goes in there for war. He goes in there and he stands and trades with everybody.
Rica?
Yeah. I'm just curious. What if you face someone like Mayweather, someone who's an outboxer, someone who's just not in there to bang with you? What kind of game plan would you bring out?
It's gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna be a really boring fight. I'm gonna have to chase him around the cage for 3 or 5 rounds. I don't care, but I'll be running after that guy till I catch him with something, and then I'm gonna knock him down and I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Yes, yes. And a while ago, you said that you are a different person when you're outside the cage, and then, but when you're inside the cage, you're a different animal. But I'm just curious, what do you think of fighters who have to bring out or have to project a persona? For example, like Conor or some other fighters who need to like bring forth this aggressive persona, um, just to psych themselves up for a fight.
I think a lot of guys they try to fake it to make it. They change their personalities, and I kind of don't relate to that. Just be yourself, and
Yeah.
if people likes it, good. If they don't like it, that's too bad. As long as you're being yourself and you respect people, and just don't take shit from nobody. If anybody tried to give you shit, just get right back at them and let them know you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Mo and Brian, I think Mo is a perfect example of someone who's just being authentic, right? What do you think about? I think that's that's one quality that fighters are losing at this day and age, right? Authenticity.
A little bit, yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Mhm. Why do you think is that? I mean, um, there's so much projection happening. A lot of fighters are putting so much energy in just building a
I
character.
think since Connor came out and then he started all the trash talk and then he started making a lot of money. A lot of guys want to be like Connor and they want to make money and they try to sell their fights and they try to get fights like that. I don't relate to that personally.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to fight, just ask for it and call the guy out in a nice way. You don't have to call him out and be messed up and talking shit about his family or his
Exactly.
wife or anybody that like just talk about him, just call him out, tell him whatever you want as long as you're talking about that person, and just keep it between you guys, keep
Mhm.
religion and family out of this. I just don't relate to it.
Exactly, because you've had beef with your other opponents also, right?
Yes.
So where do you draw the line, Mo? Like in terms of like,
Where do I what?
where do you draw the line when you try to like um talk trash about somebody? What's
I just
acceptable?
I just treat people the way they treat me. If my opponent is nice, I'm generally I am nice to people. But if someone is trying to be messed up, and then they get it back. If you can talk trash, you better be expecting people to talk trash to you. And I just treat people the way they treat me.
Yeah, but wives and kids and religion out of the picture, right?
Yeah, I mean, why talk shit about other people's religion? It's their religion, it's their perspective of life. Just keep that out of fighting game. You're not fighting the whole religion. You're not fighting the whole country. You're not fighting the family. Just talk about that person and
Mhm.
just that.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too.
Well, Mo, I wanted to ask, aside from Maalim, is there any other fighters in Brave that you still want to face?
I still want to defend the belts, especially after I won this one. I will go back down to middleweight and defend the belt at middleweight for with whoever Brave gives me. I never pick my fights. I always wait for Brave to give me a name, and I just agree to it. I never say no to a fight. And yeah, I'm just after this fight. My focus will be on defending the middleweight title.
So there's no one in particular.
No, 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 no. I don't care who it is or where it is. As long as I get to fight and as long as I get to stay busy. Like I said, I'm only getting older. I'm not getting any younger, and I still have 2, 3 years to go. And I just want to have as many fights as I can and build my legacy a little bit more than what I've built, and gain more experience and as well make more money.
I've been reading through the notes that they gave me. You had one big rivalry with Tahar Hadbi.
Yes.
So can you run us through that? What was the story behind the two of you?
The story is I was at welterweight and I was supposed to fight for the belt, and I also fell ill. I couldn't make weight and I got sick during the weight cut just 2 days before the fight, and I had to pull out, and had we started talking mad shit, and he was being disrespectful, and I got back to him. And we fought twice. The first fight I was destroying him. I beat the living crap out of him, and he started going with cheap shots, low blows. After the third one, I just couldn't finish. I couldn't continue to fight. So we had to do a rematch, and then in a rematch, I wasn't myself. I was injured. The weight cut was complicated, and I just walked into the fight with no excuses. I just walked into the fight and I lost the fight. He was the better man that night. Congrats to him. But I still feel myself, or I still see myself in the near future that we would fight again. I want that fight again.
Who's the worst trash talker, him or Maalim?
Um, I hate them both.
All right. Okay. Rica.
Yeah. Speaking, you talked about legacy a while ago. After a few years, if you retire, do you see yourself having your own team, mentoring younger Lebanese fighters in MMA?
Yes, we already started working on that. We building a Team Lebanon,
Oh wow.
and yeah, I definitely see myself in the near future or when I retire, taking care of the guys and try to help them as much as I can. Give them all my tools and my time, and sometimes even be there for them mentally, and help them get ready mentally and physically.
What do you want to tell the world about Lebanese fighters? Who are some of the up and coming prospects in
Oh, we got a
Lebanese
lot of guys.
MMA?
We got a heavyweight. His name is Charbel Diablo. That guy is a monster at heavyweight, and he's got a very promising future. At middleweight, we have Ahmad Hawaii. That he's gonna be he's really good. The guy just needs an opportunity to fight. At welterweight, we got a few guys. At one of them is my brother Hassan Fakhreddine. He's 3-0 already, and he's got a promising future. All three fights has ended in knockout. No, I'm sorry. Two of the fights got ended in knockouts, and one of them was by submission. And he's here for my training camp now, helping me. And that guy is definitely going to be a champion in the very near future.
Wow, seems like someone's gonna continue on with your legacy.
Definitely, without a doubt, my brother will be there, and he's gonna build his own legacy. without a doubt. But he's gonna keep the family name going, and he's gonna keep building the family's name legacy.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yep, it runs in the blood. Well, actually, I have no more questions, Rica, unless you have some more for Mo.
Yeah, I think just tell us what your fans are gonna expect
Mm.
on August 1 for your fight. This is in Italy, right?
Yes, it's gonna be in Italy, Milano, August 1st. To all of my fans, make sure you guys tune in for that fight. Make sure you watch the fight at bravecftv.com. It's going to be a great fight. The whole event is going to be great. A lot of good fights, a lot of good fighters on the card, and mostly and most importantly, watch me become the first double champ ever in Brave, and watch me destroy Said Malim and teach him a lesson that he should not be trash talking anybody. He needs to be humble, and he needs to be respectful.
I love that. I love that message actually. You teaching your opponent respect by beating the hell out of him. That's the best
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
right? And lastly, you have the belt already. You're a two division world champion. How will you celebrate that? You're Lebanon's biggest fighter. How will you go out and celebrate that?
I'm gonna go out and eat the biggest pizza I can.
Oh, so you love pizza, huh?
In
Oh
Milan.
man, my favorite food.
Wow. So that's something we are all gonna be waiting for, and we're gonna watch out for that definitely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, Mo, before we give you your final words, is there anything you want? Is there any message you want to send to Maalim before we?
Not really. Just make sure you show up August 1st and keep that attitude up, and see how you're gonna end up.
All right.
The fists are gonna do the talking, right, Mo?
Yeah.
Exactly. My fists are gonna do the talk in his face.
I'm definitely excited to see that. So
I can't wait. I'm on fire.
Yeah. How many more weeks? Just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mo, before we end, we'd like to give you the floor for your final words, and maybe if you want to greet anybody or promote anything, now's your chance.
Just make sure you guys tune in, watch the fight, and follow me on my Instagram page and Mo Fakhreddine, and stay tuned. August 1st, baby, making history for myself, for my team, for Lebanon, and I'll be the first double champion Brave ever.
All right. Thank you. And Rika, your final words.
yes, thank you, Brian, and thank you, Mo. This was such a great
Yeah.
interview. I love the energy, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited, so pumped up for August. And for the fans, please wish Mo a very happy birthday for today. Have a great day,
Yes.
Mo. I hope you have a
Thank you, thank you
great
for the
birthday.
great interview. Thank you guys for having me on the show and giving me the time to say everything I wanted to. Thank you very much.
And we
Yes,
hope we can get you back after the fight. Right,
It
Rika?
definitely will, brother. Definitely will.
with your two belts.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Show us those
2 belts.
belts.
I
And
will.
okay, so before we part, can we take a picture with Mo, Rika?
All
We'll just
right.
take a
Of
video.
course.
All right, on three. One, two, three. All right, there you go. All right, thank you so much, Mo. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure, and
Thank you
we
so
will
Thank
be
you,
much.
looking
Brian.
forward to having you back. And to everybody, please pray and again, happy birthday. We didn't
Thank
know
you
it.
again.
It wasn't on purpose. I just found out earlier that it was your birthday. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, we're very grateful.
Yes, we're
Right?
giving you
Thank
a
you. Thank
virtual
you.
pizza
After the fight, after the fight,
All
I'll
right.
after the
celebrate.
fight.
All
And you
right.
guys are most welcome to come.
Of course we will. All right. If it permits. Anyway,
All
everybody,
right.
speaking of food, good night and have a good dinner and stay safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Mo.